And the red pill manosphere generally is not MGTOW, which is men going their own way, where they totally want to disavow women totally. So I think there's a lot of useful stuff that the manosphere talks about, and on a descriptive level, I agree with a lot of it as a traditional Christian.
Right. It's very simple because they're describing what actually is going on. That's what the manosphere and the red pill space does. It describes the actuality of everything. It comes from the whole matrix thing, right? It talks about the red pill and the blue pill. The red pill being, hey, we're going to show you what's actuality. And the blue pill is, go ahead and stay in delusion. You go ahead and think that these females are sugar, spice, and everything nice. Or you can take the red pill and understand that they are not that. They will spit in your face, throw things at you, cut your tires, and the whole nine, which is why you have to deal with only traditional and modern women, okay? Because that gives you the best chance at a successful relationship, because those individuals, even though they too are hypergamous as well, they have a lower propensity to do some foul crap, okay? But they still do as well because they're females as well, but you have a much, much higher chance at a successful relationship with a traditional or modern woman than you ever will with a modern female. If you want to really understand what modern females are in comparison to traditional and modern women, go to TYGMRight.com/females, and you will see the description that shows the complete difference between those first two, traditional and modern women, and modern females.
Prescriptive level, meaning what we should do based on the way that society is, I differ quite drastically from the manosphere, because I'm going to return back to tradition and religion,
right,
as opposed to some of the remedies that they recommend.
Okay, well, here's where I disagree with him, okay? Because he said some of the remedies that they recommend, right? Well, you're talking about some of the remedies. The primary remedies are remedies with which you would agree, because those remedies talk about turning back to tradition and bringing back a sense of responsibility that's based in a belief system, which a lot of times is religion, okay? Because I'm a religious person myself. So the manosphere primarily speaks about those things. So that's the majority. So when you say you vehemently disagree, you're disagreeing with those small things that you've heard from some people who say, you know, sleep with as many females as you can because you need to learn females in this whole nine. So the learning females part, yes, you definitely need to learn females. Now, some people think that you need to sleep with enough of them to be able to do that, but some think that you may need to just interact with them, you know, in an intersexual dynamics way to be able to do that. And that's not necessarily mean you sleep with 20, 30, 40, 50 or whatever of them. Okay. So that's the small recommendation. That's not the majority. So he actually agrees with the majority. He just doesn't know that it's the majority, evidently.
Right. So I understand that like feminism is toxic and it's caused a lot of this, but like they're doing the reverse and it's really toxic, just as toxic.
First of all, bull crap, because the manosphere is not doing the reverse. What feminism is doing is saying, screw men. We don't give a crap about men. Y'all don't matter. We're better than y'all, which are not. Males are a better human specimen. That's literal biology. That's not me talking. That's biology. But females are going around saying they hate men, saying unalive men. They literally had that hashtag KAM. It's not the same. But do you see what she just did? She just used shaming language when it came to the males. She said, oh, males are doing the same thing. It's toxic. So let's go search the TSSLP and let's see if the word toxic is there. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. Got to remove this in order to add that. So let's go search. Okay. So we're about to search the TSSLP for those of you all who just came in. We're about to search the TSSLP for the language that she just used. She just used toxic, right? So that's in the T's. Now I could have taken the shorter route to find the T, Well, I like scrolling through to show you all how comprehensive this is, right? So now we're in the T's. So let's see TO. Let's see if toxic is in here. TO, is toxic in here? Oh, yeah, there it is. Hey, toxic. Found one. All right. So where is that? MS3? All right. Well, let's go check. Let's go check the main section, number 3, and see what number 3 is in the main section. All right. Oh, here it is. Shame. Shame. Look at that. She went into the shaming language purse and she grabbed her cell phone charger. So she just spent $19. That's the damage that she just did in trying to shame me and talking about the Manosphere is toxic. She just added $19 in debt to the gender war and just caused $19 in damage. That's what she just did. Let's go on back to the video and continue.
Blame men for everything, and they demonize men, and the Manosphere people, they do the same to women. And
But okay, let's go ahead and
just as
grant.
bad.
She just said demonize. She just said demonize. That sounds like a shaming term to me. What do y'all think? Okay, well, sounds like one to me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search that term to see if demonized is in the shaming language purse. So let's go ahead and do that. So demonized, right? Let's go on down to the D's. And let's see. Demonize. Maybe it's in here. Maybe not. Demeaning. You say demeaning? Yeah, I would say demeaning, demonize. I would add in demeaning. So we're going to add in the word demonize. Let me go ahead and put that on the list of words to add in. It's going to be here. It's going to be where demeaning and demeaning are. So since it's going to be there, that's going to be MS39. So let's go ahead and look it up. Or I might even, I might make it make it a different one. What was that number? What did she just pull out of shame language first? Oh, she just pulled her flashlight out. Shame. Shame. Look what she just did. She just added another $6.50 to the debt, to the gender war debt. And she just caused $6.50 worth of damage to the intersexual dynamics conversations that we're having to try and solve this gender war. That's what she just did by pulling out this flashlight. Just the selfishness, man, these modern females. Let's continue.